Hello guys, welcome to Ikhra Technology. So today we are going to solve some task of Python init method which acts as a constructor in Python. Okay, so let's start solving the task. So here the very first question, basic init method. Create a class name employee with the following properties like name, ID and salary and implement a init method that initializes these properties. Means we have to create an object name employee1, name as John, ID as 1 and his salary as 10,000. Okay, so we have to create a object employee class in the main method, initializing it using the init method and print the output. Okay, so let's start solving the question. So first of all we'll make a class name employee. So we'll make a class name employee. Here we have make a class, and in the class we will have to define a init method. So how we declare our init method? We declare as def and 2 times underscore init. Okay, so here we have declared our init function. So in the init parenthesis we have to pass a parameters as name, id and salary. Okay, so we have passed a parameter. Let's now implement it. So how we implement it? We write self dot name equals to name, self dot id equals to id, and the lastly self dot salary equals to salary. Okay, so we have implemented it. Let's now make our main method to create an object. So we will create a main method def main. Okay, so we have made a main function. So let's now make an object. How we make object? First of all we declare the name of the object. What is the name of the object given in the question? It is emp1. Okay, and what is the class name? That is employee. Here we have make a object successfully. Let's now pass the argument in it. What's the first argument? Means what is the name? The name is John. And what is id? Id is 1 and his salary is 10,000 as given in the question. Okay, so let's start printing it out. We will print, we will use again the fstring method. Fstring emp1 dot name, it is John. John's id is again curly braces emp1 dot id and salary is emp1 dot salary, which is 10,000. Okay, so here we have printed it. Now we'll simply just call the main method and you will see the output. Here you can see the output. John's id is 1 and the salary is 10,000. Okay, so let's move to our second question. Parameterized init method. Create a class name product with the following properties: product name, category and price. Okay, so we have to create an object. Means we have to create two objects, or object 1 and object 2. And first object name as butter, this category as dairy and price as 100, and simultaneously as potato, vegetable and 20 for object 2. Okay, so we have to implement a parameterized init method to take arguments to initialize these properties. Okay, so this is the expected output. So let's start solving the question. First of all we will make a class name product as given in the question. Now we will make again a init function. How we declare it? Underscore init, and here we have made a init function. So let's start updating the parameters: product name, category and price. Okay, so product name, category and price. Okay, so we have passed the parameters in the parentheses. So let's start implementing it. How we implement it? we write self dot product name equals to product name. Okay, and the second one, self dot category equals to category, and lastly the third one, self dot price equals to price. Okay, so we have implemented it. Now we will again make a main function. So how we declare a function? We write def and main. Okay, so in the main method we will create two objects, obj1 and obj2. So first of all we will declare the name of the object as obj1 equals to, and what's our class name? It's product here. So we'll again make an object as obj2 equals to class name product. So here we have made two functions. We have made two objects as obj1 and obj2. So let's start implementing its argument in the parenthesis. The first argument is butter, dairy and 100. Butter, dairy and 100. 100 is the price, and for the second one it's potato, means potato is the name. The second one is vegetables, and the price of the vegetables is 20. Okay, so here we have declared a object, and now let's start printing it out. So we will print, again we will use f string for convenience, as per as our convenience, as category name, or we will write it as product name, product name as obj1 dot obj. Okay, obj1 dot product name here, and the second one product name is over, so category equals to obj1 dot category, and the lastly price obj1 dot price. Okay, so we have implemented it. Now we will use it also, we will use it for the object 2. Okay, so we will copy paste it and just write in place of obj1 we will write obj2 here. So we have make object successfully and print the values of the objects. So now simply call the main method here. If you have called the main method, if you save the program and run it, here you can see the output as given. So here the output, product name is butter, category as dairy and price is 100. And for object 2, product name is potato, category is vegetable and price is 20. Okay, I hope you might have understood these questions. Thanks for watching the video.